So the last topic I want to talk about today, I've been talking a lot today. I'm so tired. But the last case I want to talk about is how there's a viral post talking about how black excellence replaced black power. And so a lot of people are finally ready to have the discussion of how black excellence is a scam. It's not to say that people doing great things aren't doing great things. That's not what I'm saying at all. And I think who made this kind of really viral too was his name is Vic Menza. I only just learned about this guy. I guess he's a rapper. Um, but basically I said that I think it's another way to it's another way to have classism and a caste system and to ultimately divide the black race, especially in America, because a lot of the way that the news is portrayed around black excellence is a lot of times, oh, the youngest doctor, the youngest, or the only this, the only that, and it kind of comes off of like how well can you assimilate one. The other thing is like there's so much things in pop culture and in the news around black excellence that like basically how well can you assimilate to like colonialism ideals or white supremacy ideals, because something that the rapper said is that usually what happens in the means of black excellence is that there could be one rapper, one famous doctor, one famous actor. It's a select handful of people who are the exception, and everyone else just like either you figure it out or you don't, which is it's a rigged system anyway. Not everybody's supposed to win, and basically these people get used to tell the black community to pull yourselves up by the bootstraps, to work harder. You have billionaires like Beyonce and Rihanna that say work, work, or work harder, like praising the work ethic of these people. And really the subliminal messaging here is to work harder under late stage capitalism, which is a rigged system. And so I think people are just finally ready to talk about it. Some people said we need to add black academia in the chat, and I don't think people are really ready to be honest. And again, it's not to knock people doing great things, it's just to understand how this diverts us away from the understanding that there can be true uh, equity or equality or a society where everyone can win, except for when we have these hierarchies of survival of the fittest. I'm rich, you're poor, so what? Deal with it, you're jealous, all these things. It defeats the purpose of true black power on a collective scale, of where it's thinking about the well-being and the goodness of the whole instead of a select few. And so that's the idea anyway. And so curious what you guys think. The discussion of black power, black excellence being a scam and replacing black power. Um, yeah, we've come a long way where we kind of lost the plot of even like I don't know, just like black empowerment, black beauty, black love, black all of it, in this healing, holistic way, in real way, and even educational way, even teaching the elements of like Black Panthers and all these things, and the old school activists and all these things. And so it's like we don't have soul food anymore, but it's a lot of what Malcolm X said, that we let people give us like these medals and like these ideals of accolades in the material world, but like what else? Like we still have poverty, we don't have empowerment on a big scale. And a lot of these rappers or famous people, they're not even giving back to their own communities, which is still crazy. It's almost like these people who are handpicked to be so excellent are purposely working against their own community, because the people know that they're not going to talk about the issues, they're not going to talk about politics, they're not going to actually put their money where their mouth is, they're not going to come try to organize. So yeah, that's the wild part.